friends, and welcome back to Messy Art Monday. I'm super excited about this week because you know what this week is. This week is spray art. And you know what that means, don't you? It means we get to use our squirt guns! Finally! Adelaide has been asking, when are we going to use the squirt gun? Well, the answer is today! Yay! I'm so excited. Okay, so let's get started and get to the fun. There are a few ways you can fill up your squirt guns with the paint. It's all messy, so remember, take it outside, put on your paint clothes, and if your adults say it's okay, you might want to do what I'm going to do. If you notice, I have a different paint shirt on today. It's just a plain old white t-shirt. Well, I thought it might be fun to not only paint on paper with our squirt guns, but also have a squirt gun fight with colored water. I know, I think it'll be super fun. So, that's my plan, and you can do it too if it's okay with your parents. Okay? Because the food coloring we're going to use will stain. I'm going to give you another option to use the paint, which is washable paint, but I can't guarantee it's going to be completely washable. So, if it's okay with your parents, after you make your beautiful art on paper, like I'm going to show you how to do, then maybe you can have a squirt gun fight. Or maybe you can just use plain water if they don't want you to use the colors. Either way, it's super fun. All right, so here we go. Oh, and one more thing. Don't spray people in the face when you have the battles. All right, you don't want to shoot an eye out. All right, here we go. So now I'm going to show you how to fill up our squirt guns. All right, so in your kit, you either got one that looks like this or one that looks like this. Different colors, but they're the same, only two shapes, okay? So I'm going to show you how to fill up both. We're going to fill up one using food coloring water, and we're going to use one with diluted paint. All right, so we're going to start with the food coloring. Now, I'm using a measuring cup. It would be super easy to just take the stopper out of your gun and then run it under the faucet. But if you do it on super hard, then it will just spray all over the place. No good. What you want to do is just have a thin stream going down, and then you'll slowly put your cap over to the side and fill up that little teeny hole right there. And just let the water go in until there's like a little bit, not all the way up to the top, because then there won't be any room for your food coloring, okay? So we're gonna put that in last, just so we don't spray it all over the sink when it overflows. All right, so fill up your gun till about there. So I'm gonna do it using a measuring cup with a pour spout. And I'm gonna do it very slowly and very carefully. There we go. Slow and steady wins the race. So just like the turtle. All right, here it goes. It's filling up. And make sure I leave enough space on top. There, that should be enough. So, see how I didn't fill it up all the way? I just filled it up to about that line there. All right, now you can take whatever color you want, or you could easily add a few drops of one color and then a few drops of another color to make a new color. So if you wanted purple, you would take your red and your blue, right? Yeah, okay. So I'm going to do green because green's fun and I like green. All right, see if I can take off this lid with just one hand. Oh, I did it. I knew I could. You have to believe in yourself. And if it doesn't work the first time, just try again. All right, so here we go. This part might be a little tricky and a little messy, but it's okay. That's why we're outside, right? Right? Okay. Here we go. Just a few drops in my gun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 seems like a good rounded number. See how dark that is now? All right, now close your lid. Make sure it's all the way in there like that. And give her a little shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Okay. There we go. And now you have green food coloring and water in a squirt gun. So you can either have an epic color battle, or you can make beautiful art on paper if you prefer not to get all messy, or if your parents prefer you to not get all messy. All right, so that's one way to do it. Our second way to do it would be to use our washable tempera paint that I put in your supply kit. But you're going to want to water it down, because if you don't water it down, it won't pour, and it will just be glug glug, and it will just go all over the gun, and nothing will get in the gun. So I found that about 1/4 cup of liquid fits in the guns. So about that much. I'm using a measuring cup, so it has a handy dandy measuring spot right there. It says 1/4 cup. So first I'm going to just put in a little paint. I'm just going to use a scoop of the paint. Alright. And then I'm going to pour in enough water to come up to our line. Actually, it's just shy of the line because it's just a little less than 1/4 cup. So now I think this tempera paint will be a little more vibrant in color. The food coloring paint will be more like watercolors. So it just depends on what you would like. I would recommend, if you are having a squirt gun battle, that you probably want to use the food coloring. Just seems like a better idea. But that's up to you and the adults in your house. So just don't get this in your eyes, okay? All right. So now it's all stirred up. And now here comes the tricky part. I have to pour it in that tiny little hole again. So I'm just gonna hold the stopper off to the side and slowly pour it into the gun. Here we go. Don't rush it. Don't be like, oh, this is taking forever. I just want to get it over with, and dump it. Because then it will just dump all over the place and none of it will go into the gun. Oh, just like that. See? So. Oh, and then it just caused a bubble. So nothing wants to go in there now. There we go. I broke the bubble. There's surface tension there. So it's just going all over and not going in the gun. So. Broke that little bubble. Let's try it again. No big deal if you make a mess. That's the fun part. All right, here we go. Almost. So slow. But I can do it. I can be patient. I can be patient. I must be patient. There. All right, it's filled. Don't forget your stopper. Look at my fingers. I made a big old drippy mess. So then you can just rinse that off with water, or you can wipe it off with a paper towel or an old dirty rag. All right, so now I have one filled with paint water mixture and another filled with the food coloring mixture. All right. Now I'm going to be really brave, and squirt a little bit inside just to show you what it's going to look like. But again, do this outside. Don't do it inside. Do as I say, not as I do, right? That's what my dad always used to say. All right, here we go. First, I'm going to use the green gun, which we put the washable tempera paint in. Squirt. There we go. You can make drippy art like that. So if you wanted to, you could cut out tape, put that on your paper, like in your name or a fun design, and then you could squirt all over and it would be dripping. Or you can just spray it because it's fun. And here is the watercolor, the food coloring. So it's going to be a little more. See, it's a lot lighter. You can still see it, but it's a lot lighter. So, however you want your design to look is how you can make your paint gun. But like I said, I think I'm going to use this for our squirt gun fight. So if you see me this week and I have different colors all over me, it's because I got in a squirt gun battle with Adelaide. But, alright, so that is how you mix the paint for our spray art. Now, if you don't have one of the squirt guns that we have, or you don't have your own squirt gun at home, you can always just use a spray bottle. And that'll be fun too. So, it's all just about the spraying part. So, no matter how you get it out there. Alright, well, I'm going to go grab Adelaide, and we're going to make some art outside with our squirt guns. Alright, see you in a bit. Alright, here's Adelaide. We're outside ready to do some squirt gun art. Alright, Adelaide, show us how it's done.
This is how it's done.
Oh, there we go. Wow, that's pretty cool.
Now
Alright, we're doing 2 colors. Pretty awesome. Alright, thanks for doing squirt gun art with us. We'll see you next week when we're going to be doing nature brushes. So we'll be making paintbrushes out of things we find in nature. Thanks. Have a great day.